So we're at the next step of our project. In the last vlog, covered this piece in Warbler after cutting EVA foam out of a pattern that I found on the internet because I am very against the idea of 3D printing this piece.
This was the best file that I could find for this piece, and as you can see, there's these weird gaps between the crown piece and the hair, and I just didn't want to deal with that.
So, next step, we're going to use a pool noodle. My plan is as follows. Step 1, measure out this pool noodle against her head, what size it needs to be, and make sure that it stays in like this shape for when I spray it with the foam. Then I'm going to take a electric knife that you use on Thanksgiving to cut out the foam so it has like a nice smooth surface because the insulation foam kind of bubbles up when it sets and cures. Then after that, and then once we have the hair, I'll be able to assemble these pieces together because it'll be more clear where the hair is going to go, how it needs to sit together, and whatnot. So I'm waiting to assemble these until we have our noodle hair.
So my noodle hair didn't work out, and it's in the trash. Kind of like my hopes and dreams right now about this whole project. But no, it's okay because a lot of people ask me, or I guess more exclaim to me, they say things like, I really want to cosplay this whatever character, but I just don't know how. And I feel that. I want to cosplay Lego Queen Amidala, and I just don't know how. But that's not going to stop me. We're going to figure this out. So my noodle hair was very small. It wasn't to the proportion, to the scale of her hair, right? There we go. Yeah. Wasn't to scale. It was not being user friendly. Maybe it was a skill issue on my part, but it was just not working with me. And then the more I was tinkering with it, and this piece here, so I like the size of this piece, right? I like the size of this piece. And this piece, it's like a puzzle. It was gonna have to go, oops. This piece was gonna have to go here like this, right? And this was gonna have to go like this. But as I was trying to brainstorm on how I was going to connect these pieces, it was becoming more and more difficult to work with and make sure that it was correct. And then on top of that, this piece here, it's like I used a template. And it wasn't like, almost like it wasn't fitting in where it was supposed to go. So I am going to take all the Warbler off those pieces and repurpose them for something else. I'm just not going to do that. And I said in the beginning of this week that I did not want to 3D print this piece. But we're gonna have to 3D print this piece. Yes, we're just gonna use the file, the exact file that I said that I didn't want to use. We're just gonna go back to that and we're gonna use exactly that. And we're gonna hope that it turns out better than whatever mess is going on here. So I guess BRB with that. So these are the first two pieces that were printed. As for the bottom pieces, they won't be done until after I publish this vlog, but I will definitely keep you updated on them in next week's vlog and how they turned out. These pieces have really renewed my passion for this project. There was a couple moments this week that I was ready to just put this aside and find a new project to take my mind off of the failures that happened this week, but we're not there yet. We're gonna push through. And so the print, besides being a little heavy because the infill, I kind of Yeah, I probably should have decreased the infill than what it was. It's at 15%, but other than it being a little heavy, we have a piece missing back here that didn't print properly, and then we have a piece up here that didn't print properly. But it's nothing to be upset about. It's nothing to worry about. There are two areas where I can easily fix them with some sanding and maybe some acrylic modeling paste. Like, I'm not worried about it at all. The whole decision to print this piece rather than try to salvage the EVA foam and the insulation foam and the foam noodle. So this is just an amazing reminder that not everything goes according to plan, and it's really worth pushing through and finding new methods and new ways to do what we're trying to do. And I'm very excited to finish up this headpiece maybe in the next couple of days as soon as the pieces are printed and move on to the dress. I need to do some research on how to do these little like decorations down here, but for right now I'm just waiting on the pattern from PDF Plotting. I sent the pattern into them. I am expecting it to arrive maybe Monday or Tuesday, and as soon as the pattern arrives, we will get started on the dress. Y'all, guess what arrived early? It's my pattern for my Queen Amidala dress from PDF Plotting. I'm so excited to get started on this. Oh, I'm so excited that it came sooner than I expected it to. It's just a very simple, like, flowy, unfitted dress that I felt like would do great for her very simple design. As you can see, there's no fur or anything. Obviously, it's a Lego. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to achieve the bottom part to be like a complete circle on the bottom there. I did order some egg molds from Amazon to do the little, I guess, egg designs on the bottom of her dress. And then this top part here, I'm going to see if I can print out with my Cricut. But first things first, we need to go find some fabric for the dress. Oh, let's go shopping. So before I went shopping, I did the responsible thing to cut out all the pattern pieces and also read the instructions so I don't have to run to the store 2 times for this project. So that's what we're doing here. So the third piece out of the 4 pieces of this helmet crown hair piece has finished printing while I was cutting out my patterns for the dress. So I haven't gotten to the store yet, but we're going to glue this together. And I am so nervous about this because this glue is permanent, more or less. And it like joins together very quickly. So if I don't line them up perfectly in the first couple of seconds, then it's not gonna be good. And I don't know how to get them apart if it's like solid. So let's do this. When I took the top of the glue off, the whole top part of the bottle came with it. So I grabbed a paintbrush and I'm putting this glue on with a paintbrush, and I threw the paintbrush out afterwards. Then I sprayed on the activating spray for it, and I'm so happy that it all got lined up perfectly. I did a little dance. So the craft store down the street from me had a sale going on today. I am so blessed. I got 7.5 yards of this fabric, which is more than enough. I should have leftovers for any side projects or Christmas stockings, but I wanted to get enough just in case I mess up, because that has been the theme this week. Yeah, we're gonna go forward with this fabric and we're gonna cut out the pieces now. So when I was at the store, I literally sat in front of the thread for 10 minutes wondering if I had red thread at home or not. Yeah, you guys, I don't know when I've ever worked with red fabric before, but let me show you all the red thread that I have. Like, I can't even like hold it all in my hand. When have I worked with red fabric before? Anyways, I have plenty of thread, so that's not gonna be an issue. It's almost midnight on Saturday. I have the sleeves, the bodice, and the skirt all attached. I still have to find a way to make it like a hoop on the bottom, but we're gonna save that for next week. This would be so big. Is my V too big? Let's see with the let's see what it looks like with the Lego head on. Stay. This is what I have so far. We need to put some padding in here. Oh, look at. Ooh. I do not have a lot of visibility. I'm drowning. This is way too heavy. Oh gosh. This is going to smother me. Beep, 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 beep. I might have to reprint this. It's way too heavy. It will crush me. Queen Amidala is joining the Candelorian for right now and is officially getting put on hold until I can regroup. And it's not even for anything specific. So why am I wasting my time on this? I am done with this for right now. Until I can figure this out a little bit better. Okay, I love y'all, bye. Okay, so it's close to midnight and I'm feeling a little emotional. However, I do feel that the weight of this is too much for my neck. I have a pretty strong neck, but you never know what can happen. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to join the noodle hair with this heavy hair in the trash. And I'm going to commission somebody to actually 3D model this piece for me. Yeah, that is what I'm going to do. And then I'm gonna print it at like 0% infill, so it's not very heavy. So I'm actually going to put this whole project on the shelf for right now. I am very happy that I have my Lego head and I have my dress. Very happy that the dress is working out. You know, we have 3 pieces of this cosplay: the head, the dress, and the headpiece. And we have about half done. We just need to do the detail on the dress and find out a way to make it all hoopy on the bottom. But if it doesn't get all hoopy on the bottom, that's okay too. This is a meme cosplay. We don't need to be working this hard for a meme cosplay. But I really do want to cosplay as Pidgey, the Pokemon. Well, Pidgeotto like inspired cosplay. And I want to do that for Anime NYC. That's in 3-ish weeks, less than 3 weeks. So let's see if I can do a Pidgey cosplay in a week. I have a pattern from Pretzel Cosplay, so I'm gonna use that, but I will show you more about that next week. Thank you everybody for watching. I know that this week has been one failure after the other, but that's part of cosplay and it's something that we should show. So yes, this week I've gotten almost nowhere. I did learn a lot. I've gained experience. And I am very inspired and excited to apply this experience to a different cosplay next week. So catch y'all next time. Bye.